Casey and Rick Finch did a great thing starting that track off with that bass line, because that's one of them things. Bass line is kind of like the call to the Lion King. You know, when you and all of that, and the animals pick their head up like, but I don't know who's playing bass on Is It In, but that boom, 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 boom. Yeah, that's a call to the dance floor. Right, you're right on time for another ride on the Groove Line with your boy Chris Stevens. Hopefully your Monday is starting off well. Normally we save dance tracks for the end of the week, but hopefully this is something that'll get you guys moving and grooving so you can get to the end of the week, because it's Labor Day weekend. And we all look forward to Labor Day weekend, whether it's a cookout, whether it's relaxing with our loved ones or whatever. Hopefully you guys get to do that. Me, I'll be working, but I'll still be enjoying the music, trust me. And this song, we're going to go back to 1980. The very end of what is considered disco. And obviously, Disco Demolition Night took place in July of 1979. And I still say Steve Dahl and his goons should have been prosecuted. That's just my personal take on the matter. But we're going to go down to Miami, Florida, and we're going to go down to TK Records, actually Sunshine Records to be more specific, one of TK's subsidiary labels. And this is a song that was done by a son of two teachers, born in West Palm Beach, Florida, graduated from Bethune-Cookman. Shouts out to HBCUs. As you can see, I am repping my own HBCU, the Delaware State University. And this gentleman had some fun records, you know, on the dance floor back in the late 70s, early 80s. And this is the last one that charted for him. Talking about Mr. Jimmy Bo Horne, and we're talking about Is It In? This was written by Ronald Kalstein and, of course, produced by Harry Wayne Casey and Rick Finch. Of course, Harry Wayne Casey is Casey of the Sunshine Band. I always found that interesting that he just went with KC, but it makes sense because I guess Casey in the Sunshine Band would have sounded a little hokey, but KC sounds like, you know, big time, like, you know, people who can go by two initials like JB or TJ or even CJ. My family calls me CJ sometimes because my first name is Christopher and my middle name is James, but you get the picture. But yeah, KC sounds a lot cooler than Casey. It's just in all how you pronounce it, I suppose. But anyway, Is It In? The bass line. One of the nastiest bass lines of the early 1980s. This is back when people were still playing electric bass lines. Like you didn't have as many synth bass lines as you do as the 80s progress. But this one just boom, 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 boom. And it falls in with the hand claps, the drums, the guitar. And this song is obviously about Jimmy Bo Horne and this woman getting real close on the dance floor. And Is It In, from 1980 purposes, is probably an innocent question. That's something you probably wouldn't want to ask someone in 2025. Just saying. But Is It In back then? It was in Hook. Is it in? Is it love inside your heart, girl? Is it in? Do you feel it like I do? Is it in? Baby, has the fire started? Is it in? Let me bring it out of you. Yeah, that song. That's one of those songs that I discovered kind of late in life. Shouts out to Spotify Discovery, but it's become a favorite of mine because it's one of those songs that's just irresistible. I mean, that bass line is just absolutely ridiculous. I don't even know who's playing on it. I don't know if that person is still even with us, but if he's here, there, or in somewhere in the atmosphere, God bless you, because that bass line is one of the nastiest to start the 80s that I've ever heard. Like it just pulsates. Like Casey and Rick Finch did a great thing starting that track off with that bass line, because that's one of them things. Bass line is kind of like the call to the Lion King. You know, when you and all of that, and the animals pick their head up like, I said that about the Papa Was a Rolling Stone bass for the Temptations. I don't know if that's James Jamerson or not. I have good reason to think it is, but I don't know who's playing bass on Is It In? But that boom, 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 boom. Yeah, that's a call to the dance floor. It's also a call to the skating rink. Apparently that song was very popular with skaters in the early 1980s. So it's just one of those songs that it falls under the radar because this is the period 1980, 1981 is kind of like that in between period before electro really starts to swoosh. You know, producers and artists and instrumentalists are trying to figure out what the heck are we gonna do now that the people, the palm colored people are done with disco. They hate disco. I mean, they follow. I mean, they got bullied by the rock and roll folks, and it's like, okay, now what do we do? So there's still a lot of live instrumentation and a lot of records in that 1980, early 1981 space. But by the middle of 81, beginning of 82, everything really starts to be kind of computerized and electrified a little bit. But Is It In is one of those last gasp disco records that just does not stop. I mean, it's only 5.5 minutes long, but it's one of those ones you can put on repeat and not get tired of, because that bass line is going to keep you interested for as long as you want to listen to it. And there's this nice little key change in the middle of the bridge, like it goes, and then it goes, like, I'm not real good with key changes because I'm not a singer, but you get the picture. It goes a different key, a different octave in the bridge, and it's just like, yeah, this is a jam. This is absolutely a jam. I mean, the drum beat is steady, and it's everything you need. You got your four on the floor, you got your bass, you got your guitar riffs. I mean, and it's just the keyboard work is kind of I think that's Casey on the keyboards with that little sparkle. It's perfect. It is an absolute stone cold jam on the dance floor. And if you have not heard Is It In yet, I highly recommend you do. I'll put a link in the comments below so you guys can check it out. But that's really it for this edition of the Groove Line Express. Greatly appreciate you guys for listening. As always, before I go, 2 shout outs. Shouts out to Steve Green of Breakwater, who made time to talk with me and take a selfie after their performance in my hometown of Wilmington, Delaware this past weekend. I recorded the whole concert on my camera. Like, it's literally an hour of Breakwater footage on my camera, and I'm highly proud of it. In fact, I've posted some footage of it on this channel. You guys can go and check that out. And also a special shout out to Marcus Chapman. Marcus Chapman is a veteran unsung panelist on TV1. I love Unsung. That's one of my favorite shows. It's still my dream to be on Unsung one of these days. I don't know how that's going to work, but I would love to be on Unsung. But Marcus is one of the ones that's been on there quite a bit, and I'm a big fan of his work. He's a DJ and a radio host out of Chicago. He has great playlists, and somehow Marcus Chapman found On the Groove Line, and I'm eternally grateful. So, MC Marcus Chapman, salute you, brother. Thank you for checking out the show. Greatly appreciate you. And appreciate you for riding with me on the Groove Line. Until the next time we ride, y'all, may you find the groove, or may the groove find you.